How's everybody? Oh, that's too much. Thank you. Okay, well, how's everybody doing today? I want to do a special shout out to one of my patrons on Patreon. I didn't get her permission to say her name, so I'm not going to say her name. But from what I understand, she's dealing with a loved one that has Lyme's disease. And I'm going to do my best to address Lyme's disease here. I'm looking at my raster, I guess you can say, my book of biomagnetic pairs. And if I look up, understand this is all in Spanish, and under Lyme's disease, there's only one, enfermedad de Lyme. There's only one pair, okay? So when we click on this pair, right, if you look here, okay, let me put the call number up here in case you guys want to call in. Feel free to call in if you want to discuss this, or if you have any particular biomagnetic pairs that you want to discuss or that you would like me to address during this broadcast. Okay, I'm just going to put the call-in number right there. Family, feel free to call. Feel free to call in. Okay, so the pair that we have, when we click on the one pair that they offer for us, is the right rib, okay, and the liver, okay, the right costal, and the liver. Okay, so basically this pair is so close that you might as well consider it liver to liver, because this is the pair that I use when I'm doing a liver rejuvenation or a liver cleanse during biomagnetic pair therapy. Okay, so that's the only pair that they give you. Now, what I would recommend, if you give me a call me at the number that you see scrolling there, scrolling next to me on the screen here. Give me a call, 424-204-2382, and I'll gladly discuss other biomagnetic pairs that you might want to try to help in your loved one's condition, and also to help in the detoxification process, and also to help deal with Lyme's disease. Okay? So by all means, please let me know. All right? Give me a call and let me know if you guys are digging what I am saying. Now, I'm going to sit here and do an audio check. Digging what I am saying. Now I'm going to... Perfect. Okay, so I want to thank you for joining me today, as always. All right. This is Devin Lockett, and this is BiomedRx TV. If anyone has any questions, feel free to type them into the chat. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pop my chat out and put it on the screen here in front of me so that everybody gets to see it. So I'm really sorry. The only pair that I could come up with for Lyme's disease is the liver, right? And like I said, if you were here at the BiomedRx Health Center, I would be able to help you because we could do a scan and we could see if we could get your loved one some relief. All right. So I want to thank everybody for joining in. Let me see if there are any other pairs that we could go over. We already did an attempt at Lyme's disease. If someone calls in and has further questions on any specific disease or any specific ailment, then I'll gladly help you. Other than that, I'm going to go with my gut on this one, so to speak. Pardon the shameless pun. And I'm going to help people deal with obesity. Look at that. We're open right here on obesidad. Okay, obesity. Look at how many pairs we have concerning obesity. So I'm going to help you guys. All right, I'm going to help you guys. Okay. Appendix to the xiphoid. Appendix to the xiphoid complex. You see right here, negative on the appendix, positive on the xiphoid complex. Okay. That's one pair for obesity. We're going to try another one. Achilles to the Achilles on one side, unilateral. That's only on the right leg, with the negative on the bottom and the positive on the top. Achilles to Achilles, unilateral. Okay. Bazo. That's on the left, so on the client's left side. It's not on the same side as the liver. It's on the opposite side. It has many implications for this pair. Okay. We're going to go back to here. Obesity. Obesidad. Bazo, hígado. So bazo on one side with positive, and hígado, meaning your liver, on the right side. Bazo riñón izquierdo. That is the bazo, again, on the left hand side, on the rib cage, and the left side, put the positive magnet on the left side kidney. Quite a few pairs here, right? Renal capsule to the vesicula. Negative on the renal capsule. You can see that's on the patient's right hand side, and positive right here on the rib, which is on the right hand side of the patient. Now remember, every time you place the magnets in position, you do a muscle test, right? You do a muscle test to find out if there is any change in the length of the legs as observed by looking at the bottoms of the heels of the feet. Okay, this is our diagnostic procedure. When you find a pH imbalance, and when you will see that the body reacts with tension, and the right leg appears to shorten with as compared to the left. And then when you finally are able to correct that, which is what you are trying to do with these biomagnetic pairs, you will see that that distance has been corrected. And that's why after you place the pairs, you check and check and check again at the bottoms of the feet. The ascending colon to the descending colon. This is a very, very good pair for your digestive tract. It just kicks it right into gear. Okay. The tail of the pancreas and the right kidney. Left kidney. I'm sorry. Tail of the tail of the pancreas, not the head of the pancreas, which is above the navel. The tail of the pancreas, which is further off toward the left lateral side of the body, and that's where the negative magnet goes, and the right positive magnet goes on the left kidney. Vesicular conducto to the right kidney. Okay, this is going to go to the ball of nerves just to the right and above the navel. You're going to put the negative magnet there, and the positive magnet is going to go onto the right kidney. Once again, conducto de vesicula and the left kidney. The iliac crest versus the iliac crest. Does everybody know what the iliac crest is? I want to see a show of hands or a show of likes. Come on, guys, get my likes up. Get my likes up so that shows engagement in the video, and we can get more people to watch it. Who knows what the iliac crest is? It's that nice little double frisbee shape right along the top of your pelvic bone. Okay? So we're going to put the negative right there on the right side of the body, positive on the left side of the body. Remember, we're dealing with obesity, right? We're dealing with the problem of obesity. All right. Okay, if there's any technical difficulties or if my microphone drops out, please, by all means, let me know. I'm going to keep working away here. All right. So, obesity. Now we're dealing with the spine. Dorsal 5 to dorsal 5. So we're going to go on either side of dorsal vertebrae number 5. We're going to put the negative touching the body on the right hand side and the positive touching on the left. That is a very loose, I very strongly stress loose rule of thumb. It's not an absolute written in stone rule of thumb. It's a very loose rule of thumb as it comes to biomagnetic pairs, but it also holds true with this particular pair. Okay, so here we're going back to for obesity, obesidad, gordita. Okay, so here we go. Estómago, stomach to stomach. That's pretty self-explanatory. You can see the N. I don't know if the N is large enough for you to make out, but you can see the N on the negative, and then what does not have a mark on it at all is the positive. Okay. All right. We go back here to obesity. All right. Stomach, basal and estomago. We're going back with the negative on the stomach and positive on the basal. Okay, now as you can see, we're coming on a lot of locations that have already been mentioned in previous pairs for obesity. This is why it's important to check the feet, to do the diagnostic, to do the muscle testing after you place the magnets, because it's not going to be necessary to place every pair of magnets that is associated with every disease on every treatment. What you're trying to do with these locations, what these pairs are doing, is they're giving you a loose guideline. Well, actually, no, they're pretty specific, but they're giving you a guideline on the pairs that are used and the locations that are used to depolarize the pH imbalance relationships that take place because of the presence of pathogens, meaning virus, bacteria, fungus, and parasites in the body. And so sometimes in the process of going through the test or going through the muscle testing, you will actually find the location that will help clear the body, or at least sufficiently enough for that visit, right? At least it'll be sufficiently done enough for that visit. So this is why you do the muscle testing as you go along. Let me check my chat here and see if I'm not ignoring my people. I hope you guys are doing well. Abraham, brother, how you doing? Have a blessed day, man. I hope you enjoy that CBG oil, man. Thank you very much. I would really appreciate it. I really appreciate your testimonial as well. My man Abraham in Tennessee, man. Thank you for mentioning in the chat as well. So yes, here we are. These are just pairs for obesity, right? You don't necessarily have to pile multiple magnets in the same location for obesity. You know, I was mentioning the title of this video is Lyme's disease, but I'm actually going to have to do another live and call it obesity, because obesity is such a big subject that this video deserves to be entitled obesity. Okay, so we'll go a little bit further into this, see what's going on, see how it's gluteal to gluteal. That's the gluteus to the gluteus. Okay. I think this illustration pretty much says it all. It's pretty much self-explanatory. All right. A toast to the glute. We'll bounce to that. Bottoms up. All right. Hígado, basal. It seems like we've seen this pair before, right? Liver to the basal. Iliac to iliac, which we've also seen that one before. They seem to be repeating themselves just a little bit. Interiliaco to the sacral, right there. The sacrum, right at the coccyx, right above the coccyx. Nanocardius. This is a very interesting pair to observe. Okay, negative is right above the right areola, and the positive is right here next to the left deltoid. Right at the junction between the left deltoid and the left pectoral insertion point. Pancreas to pancreas. One of my favorite pairs. You always want to put the head of the pancreas, the negative on the head of the pancreas. As you can see illustrated here, the negative is at the head of the pancreas, which is just above the navel, okay? And it's just slightly on the right-hand side. And the positive goes on to the tail of the pancreas, which you can see is further out to the left, to the patient's left on the body. And here comes my son Kai Lockett for a cameo appearance. How are you, son?
Good. I'm hungry.
My son is hungry. And remember to visit his channel, Kai Lockett.
Yeah.
He's a gamer here on YouTube. So it's 12:03. I'm going to cut this video short so that we can grab some lunch, right?
Yes.
Good job, son.
Thanks.
And then we're both going to be going live. Actually, I'm going to go live when I come back, and I'm going to entitle it Obesity, because I think this video deserves a larger audience than what it has right now. So give us about a half hour to have a lunch break, or maybe an hour, a full hour. We'll be back at 1 o'clock Pacific time.
Message is received from +1213-292-5759. Message is Gigster, new inquiry about health center.
Oh, wow.
From March 23, 2021.
Well,
for 10
this is
hours.
wonderful.
True.
Well,
1 to
thank
2
you very much for
SDF,
joining. I want everyone to stay kind, because kind is the new sexy.
I'm really interested in your location. Can I scout it anytime soon? Reply via text or gigster.com.
Okay, thank you. Well, I guess someone wants to film here at the location. Well, yes, I'm going to be going live again at 1 o'clock. The theme is going to be obesity, and I'm going to be talking about these pairs. We're going to take it from the top again. And yeah, so I want everyone to stay kind, because kind is not only the new sexy, kind is the only sexy, as always. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Thank you for watching BiomedRx TV. And let me see what I can throw at you guys right quick before we head on out. Well, nothing actually. I'm just going to go and take my son to get some lunch, and then we are going to come back and go live at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks to everyone for joining. And like I said, stay kind, stay blessed, and stay healthy. I'll be back in about 55 minutes. Thanks.